not seen any U.S. attorneys sued for malicious prosecution. State district attorneys have been sued for malicious prosecution. But I'm unaware of a U.S. attorney ever entering office on the first day saying, I'm going to turn this state red. I'm going to promote Republicans. It's unheard of, and the judge in this case pointed it out. It's not a political job. You're not in there to promote the policies of your boss. You're there to do justice, which is exactly what Judge Espinosa pointed. Your client is justice, not political spectacles where you wrongfully arrest the mayor of New Jersey's largest city.
Smith, sorry, just one clarification. It's already been filed, right?
Yes, this lawsuit has been filed. It's available online, and we have copies here for anybody who wants a hard copy.
When do they have to respond by?
I'm sorry?
When do they have to respond by?
That's a good. We haven't served them yet, so they have like 45 days after we serve them.
Mayor, you see what you're having to tackle on the local level this mayor. Are you ready to face those challenges as you
We're still praying on it. Yes, I am. I mean, ultimately, it's unfortunate that we have to face any challenges like this. Obviously, people have the right to disagree. Whatever their policies are, we are opposed to those policies, and we want to do something different. We want to prove that what we believe actually works for families in our community and our state. And we have a right to progress those and execute those without fear of being targeted because of that, fear of being arrested or come up with trumped up charges and prosecution because we believe something else or because we want to implement something other than that. Or we think Medicaid shouldn't be cut, that should be expanded, that we shouldn't give millionaires tax breaks, that money should be used for families. You have a right to believe other than me and push what you want to push, and I have a right to believe something different, and I shouldn't be targeted simply because of that.
Do you think these legal actions distract from the messages of your campaign?
Yeah, I think it does. I think absolutely. I think all of this legal stuff is a complete distraction. I think he's a distraction. I think all of this stuff is designed to be a distraction. But I also think that us not responding is consent. Our silence is consent. If we continue to allow these people to do these things and get away with it, right, then they're going to continue to do them over and over and over again. That's what's going to happen. I can't allow them to do this, and then 2 years, 3 years later, they do it again, and I'm sitting there wishing I would have said something to them the first time they did this. Because if you don't stop a bully at first, they begin to continue to bully you, and it gets worse and worse and worse, and threatening you, and giving you advice, oh, you better not do this, or I'm going to do that, or you better not do this, or this is going to happen. This is not how we talk to each other. This is not how we communicate with each other. Look, I don't agree with some of the law enforcement folks and some of the other district attorneys, or excuse me, other U.S. attorneys that was here and the prosecutors that were in there, but it never stopped us, and we don't agree politically on everything. It doesn't stop us from working together to execute the law, to making sure we make people's communities safe. That's why we get together. That's why we meet in this space, to make our city and our community safe. We're not in there debating who ran for president. Like when they call the DOJ, when they call us and say we need help, we don't ask them, well, who did you support for president? What's your idea on immigration? What do you think about Medicaid? We say, where do you need help? And we show up. Usually, that's what happens most of the time. If there's issues, we partner to resolve those issues. We don't start the conversation with, oh, I'm going to make the state red. That's ridiculous. It's not your job.
Mayor Baraka, you were talking a little bit earlier about the lawsuit that the Department of Justice filed against NEWARK and several other cities. Do you have a timeline or any idea when the city or other people file this?
I don't. We have a certain amount of time to respond, right? And we're going to do that. We're organizing our resources and our folks now to be able to do that, partnering with the other cities as well. We want to partner with the other municipalities that are involved in this and challenge this together. This is not just a Newark issue. It is obviously Newark, Hoboken, Jersey City, right? Or Patterson, and Montclair, and then the whole state really to begin to push back against what's happening nationally. Because I don't think any of us did anything wrong, right? We didn't do anything wrong, but say we want to protect the residents of our community against unlawful arrests without due process.
Is that in that situation that's the corporation counsel? Is that the corporation counsel that is representing you as far as you know, or is it going to be like the Smith or some other?
Well, our corporation counsel and the city always works with outside counsel, so we'll probably work to get an outside counsel who are experts in this matter, who have defended other cities, because other cities have also had to defend themselves against exactly what we're going through here. So this is not new for them. This is why you have to stop them early, and we begin to do that. And as was stated, the courts already pointed out that it's not our purview. We don't have to use our resources to kind of execute federal immigration laws. We don't have to do that, right? So we have not violated anything. We haven't violated any federal laws, any state laws, any municipal laws in the policies that we have. It is frivolous. It is a waste of taxpayers' dollars, right? Just like my arrest was frivolous and a waste of taxpayers' dollars.
Mr. Mayor,
Thank you.
You've done an unbelievable job at giving hope and power to people who don't have a voice. My name is Daniel. Daniel Reeses. I was the one who got the court order to investigate Senator Bob Menendez after 30 years of failed criminal justice. I believe that what you are doing is hero's work, and a hero should not have his back against the wall. And I think that it's very important that you continue on your mission. All I want to do is just shake your hand, because I've never met a politician who has ever done anything close to what you have done. And the end result will only take time. I urge you, as a property owner and a commercial real estate developer in downtown Newark, I don't believe that people are thankful enough and vocal enough to recognize the actual impact on history that your one move has made. But it's not one move. It's just a move the nation saw. Can I shake your hand?
Yeah, I mean, when we finish.
Oh.
All right, last question, guys.
In the lawsuit, you mentioned the optics of having a black mayor arrested in handcuffs. Can you speak a little bit more to that?
Sure. Me?
Either one.
As the mayor said, trespass is usually a summons. Here you have the mayor of Newark, the elected mayor of Newark. 20 masked, armed DHS agents have to forcibly arrest him in time for the evening news. And Haba, he was arrested at 2:44. He didn't leave Delaney Hall until 3:07. At 3:05, Haba was tweeting that he had violated the law and that he was willful in doing it. That sounds like it was a targeted spectacle. He could have been handed a ticket.
Yeah, ultimately, I think, like, even on when I came out of that place, there was some social media posts who already attributed it to all kind of other things because they didn't know exactly what happened. And it's easy for people to believe that a mayor being arrested, especially a mayor that looks like me, has been arrested for something other than what just happened. And so there's a bunch of social media posts that alluded to that began to be pulled down after the reality of this thing hit everywhere. So I think that in and of itself is a problem, right? The problem that we deal with in this country is a problem that we have to deal with in cities like Newark, especially in an environment like we have in this state, that automatically I did something wrong. When people see me in cuffs, they automatically believe I did something wrong, I was guilty, that I deserve to be in jail, that they caught me finally, that all this other kind of stuff, foolishness. And the reality is, I didn't do anything. I went down there for a press conference. I was invited inside of a gate. People approached me. They were very loud and abusive to me. I left the gate. Finally, after they told me to get out, I walked out of the gate. They allowed me to walk out of the gate. I walked out of the gate. They made a decision to change their mind based on a call or whomever they got it from. And they ran out of the gate and arrested me there, right? And threw a couple of the witnesses or bystanders on the ground in the process, right? And, I was cuffed into a car, driven to a place that I didn't even know existed, right? Fingerprinted and handcuffed, and questioned in an interrogation room with a video for a misdemeanor charge that the maximum is about $500 and 30 days in jail, maximum of any of this. This is completely over the top, totally over the top. That was done. If it was done to any of those people that are on the other side, they would have been 1,000 times more angry than I am, probably louder than I am, and a little wilder than I have been. I have been, like folks said, exceptionally calm in this situation, because this is not new to expectations of them doing this. I think that they would do this, right? And the reality is it's not about me, and honestly, I'm not really angry at this point, right? And I'm not doing this for vengeance. Like, I'm not out to get Alina Habba. What the problem really is they don't have the right to violate people's individual rights, their democratic rights, the Constitution of this country. That's what we've been fighting for from the very beginning. They don't have the right to do that. They don't have the right to do it to me or to anybody else. And somebody has to be able to respond. The poor people who are being pulled out of the immigration center after they got married and filling out the paperwork, or pulled over at a traffic stop, that are going through to get their green cards or whatever it is they need, they're not going to have the ability to have a press conference right here and talk to all of the press about how they were wrong and their rights were violated, the Constitution was pulled from under their feet. I have the ability to do that, so it's my responsibility to do it, even reluctantly.
I have a
Even reluctantly.
very good question,
That's it.
if what happened to you...
Okay, guys, thanks very much.
Thank you.